You wake up, take your usual morning pills, and feel a small sense of comfort. After all, you've been told these vitamins are good for your heart, your bones, your energy. But what if I told you that one of those pills could be quietly pushing your heart closer to failure? It doesn't happen overnight. No pain, no warning, no dramatic sign. Just a gradual shift, a little more fatigue, a missed heartbeat, a trip to the ER that seems to come out of nowhere. As a doctor, I've seen too many seniors blindsided by the very supplements they trusted most. In this video, I'll reveal the 5 most common supplements that could be silently harming your heart after age 60. And more importantly, I'll show you what to use instead. Simple, safe changes that protect your heart and extend your life. If you've ever felt unsure about what's safe to take, this is your moment to get clarity. Comment below if you've ever questioned your supplement routine. Like this video and subscribe to stay informed with health advice made for you, not for the supplement companies. 1. The myth of heart-healthy vitamin E. For decades, vitamin E has been hailed as a kind of miracle pill. You've probably heard that it helps prevent aging, protects your memory, and supports heart health. It shows up in nearly every senior multivitamin on the shelf, often with bold claims and glowing promises. But here's something most people never hear. In high doses, vitamin E can quietly hurt the very organ it's supposed to protect, your heart. I've seen patients come into my office feeling perfectly fine, proud of their supplement routine, and walk out stunned by what we found. Elevated blood pressure, unexplained bleeding, irregular heart rhythms, sometimes even signs of early heart failure. And when we dig deeper, high-dose vitamin E is often part of the picture. The truth is, vitamin E has a thinning effect on your blood. That might sound like a good thing at first, especially if you've heard it can help prevent clots. But for someone over 60, it's a serious risk. Most seniors already have more fragile blood vessels. Many are taking medications like aspirin, blood thinners, or blood pressure drugs. Add high-dose vitamin E to that mix, and it becomes dangerous. It increases the risk of internal bleeding and even hemorrhagic stroke. The scariest part? There are no early signs. No headaches, no chest pain, no clear warning. By the time symptoms show up, the damage may already be done. You might be thinking, I've been taking it for years and feel fine. That's exactly what makes it so risky. The harm doesn't happen all at once. It builds silently over time, and too often it only becomes visible when it's too late to undo. The body needs vitamin E, yes, but not in massive doses. Most people can get enough through food: almonds, sunflower seeds, leafy greens. These natural sources are easier for the body to process. They don't flood your system the way pills can. If you do need a supplement, always check with your doctor. In most cases, you shouldn't go above 200 U a day. And if you're already taking medications for your heart or blood, be extra cautious. More isn't better. More can be harmful. It's easy to believe the label. To think if something is sold over the counter, it must be safe. But safety depends on your age, your body, and your overall health. The same dose that might be harmless in your 30s could be too much in your 70s. I don't say this to scare you. I say it to empower you. You've earned the right to make informed choices about your health. That means questioning what's in your pill bottle and why it's there. Next time you reach for a supplement, ask yourself, is this really what my heart needs? Or is it just what the label wants me to believe? So you don't need to fear supplements. You just need to be wise about them. Your heart has carried you through a lifetime. It deserves protection that's grounded in truth, not marketing. Let's move forward with that kind of clarity. One step, one decision, one heartbeat at a time. 2. Calcium, the bone builder that can clog arteries. For years, calcium has been the go-to supplement for anyone worried about their bones. If you're over 60, chances are you've heard it countless times. Take your calcium, keep your bones strong, avoid fractures. Simple, right? But what no one tells you is that calcium on its own doesn't always go where it should. Without the right balance, it can leave your bones untouched and end up in places it doesn't belong, like your arteries. Yes, the same calcium that's supposed to protect your bones can harden your blood vessels instead. I've seen it too many times. Older adults who never broke a bone, but show up with chest pain, high blood pressure, or even signs of heart failure. And here's the twist. Their calcium levels are high, but their heart is suffering. That's because calcium doesn't have a built-in GPS. It needs a guide. And that guide is something called vitamin K2. Most people have never heard of K2, but it plays a critical role. It tells calcium where to go, directing it into your bones and keeping it out of your soft tissues. Without K2, your daily supplement might be quietly clogging your arteries, one tablet at a time. This buildup is called arterial calcification, and it doesn't make a sound. There's no obvious symptom until the problem is advanced. Your heart has to work harder. Your blood pressure rises. Your risk of heart attacks or strokes increases. I've met patients who were doing everything they thought was right, taking calcium every day, sometimes in high doses. But they didn't know about K2, and by the time we caught the damage, reversing it was no longer simple. That's why this matters. You're not just taking calcium for stronger bones. You're trusting it to support your independence, to help you stay on your feet, stay active, stay in control of your life. But it can only do that if it's balanced properly. So what can you do? First, look for whole food sources of calcium. Leafy greens like kale and spinach, sardines, yogurt, almonds. These are not only rich in calcium, but they come with other nutrients that help your body use it well. If you do take a supplement, choose one that includes K2 and magnesium. It's not about more pills. It's about smarter choices. And most importantly, talk to your doctor. Bring in your supplement bottle. Ask them to look at the ingredients with you. Because health isn't just about what you take. It's about understanding why you take it and how it works with your body as it ages. You deserve to feel confident about the choices you make for your health. Not confused, not overwhelmed, not misled. Calcium can still be your ally, but only when you take it in a way that supports your heart as much as your bones. Think of it this way. Your bones carry your weight, but your heart carries your life. Let's make sure both get the support they truly need. 3. Iron, the energy booster that can rust the heart. You feel tired, so you reach for something you think will help. Maybe it's a multivitamin with iron. Maybe it's a separate iron pill. It seems harmless enough. After all, iron gives you energy, right? That's the story we've been told. Iron helps make red blood cells. It carries oxygen. And yes, if you're truly deficient, it can be essential. But here's the part most people never hear. When your body already has enough iron, adding more doesn't give you a boost. It slowly causes damage. I've seen patients who started taking iron on their own. They felt a little sluggish or dizzy and thought iron would help. Some were told by friends or saw it online. Others didn't even know it was in their daily supplement. But over time, their hearts told a different story. You see, your body doesn't have a natural way to get rid of extra iron. So when you take more than you need, it doesn't leave. It stores in your liver, your joints, your brain, and your heart. It builds up quietly, like rust on an old engine. This buildup creates something called oxidative stress. It's like a slow-burning fire inside your body. And over the years, it weakens your heart muscle, disrupts its rhythm, and increases your risk of heart failure. But the symptoms can be sneaky. You might feel tired, foggy, or achy. You might chalk it up to aging. Most people do. But in some cases, it's iron quietly doing harm from the inside out. I remember a man in his 70s who came in feeling weak and breathless. He had no history of heart disease. But his iron levels were sky high. He'd been taking an iron supplement daily just in case. No one had told him to. No one had tested him first. This happens more often than you think, especially with seniors. Because iron deficiency is talked about so often, people assume it's always better to have more. But for older adults, the real risk may be the opposite. Too much iron is far more dangerous than too little, especially when no one's checking. So what can you do? Start by asking your doctor to test your iron or ferritin levels before taking any iron supplement. If your levels are low, they'll guide you on how much to take and for how long. But if your levels are normal or high, avoid iron unless absolutely necessary. Focus on getting iron through food if you need it. Leafy greens, beans, and lean meats are gentle sources your body can manage. And if you're taking a multivitamin, flip it over and read the label. Many senior formulas still include iron by default. But that doesn't mean your heart needs it. The truth is, you don't need to feel afraid of iron. You just need to be thoughtful. At this stage in life, your heart has already carried a heavy load. Don't weigh it down with something it didn't ask for. Energy doesn't come from pills alone. It comes from balance. From making sure what you put into your body supports your health, not just your habits. So before you take that next supplement, pause. Ask yourself, is this helping my heart or is it quietly hurting it? Then take a step toward clarity and let your choices reflect the care your heart truly deserves. 4. B6. The vitamin that numbs your nerves. Vitamin B6 is often sold as a feel-good vitamin. You'll see it in brain health formulas, energy blends, even sleep aids. The labels say it helps memory, boosts mood, and supports your nervous system. It sounds harmless, even helpful. But what those labels don't tell you is that too much B6 can quietly harm the very systems it's supposed to support. And for older adults, the risks grow with time. I've had patients in their 60s and 70s come in with tingling in their hands, strange burning in their feet, or a sense of imbalance that just didn't go away. At first they thought it was aging, or maybe they were just tired. But when we looked closer, one thing kept showing up. They were unknowingly taking too much B6. Unlike some vitamins that flush out of your body easily, B6 can build up, and once it crosses a certain line, it doesn't just leave quietly. It starts affecting your nerves. It strips away the protective covering, leaving you with numbness, weakness, and a strange sense that your body isn't quite your own. But the concern doesn't stop at nerves. High doses of B6 can also interfere with your heart's rhythm. Your heartbeat depends on clear electrical signals. When those signals get scrambled, the rhythm can go off track. That means a higher risk of irregular beats, dizziness, and even serious cardiac events. And here's the hardest part. Most people don't even know they're taking too much. Many supplements have several times the daily recommended amount. Then add in fortified foods, drinks, and a second or third product on your shelf. It adds up fast. I've seen patients taking 200 to 500% of what they actually needed, just because they didn't know. No one had warned them. No one had checked. They were trying to stay sharp, stay strong. But they ended up doing the opposite. You don't need to avoid B6 entirely. Your body still needs it, especially for energy and brain support. But a small amount from food is usually enough. Bananas, chickpeas, and whole grains are great sources. They give you what you need without overwhelming your system. If you do choose a supplement, read the label. Look for a product with a modest dose, and avoid anything with a megadose unless a doctor has advised it. And if you've been feeling strange tingling or off balance, ask your doctor to check your levels. It's a simple test, and it could give you real answers. The goal here isn't to scare you. It's to give you back a sense of control. Your body has changed over time. That means your needs have changed too. What worked for you 20 years ago might not work now. Your nervous system is your internal wiring. Your heart is your engine. Let's protect them both by being more mindful about what we take. More is not always better. And when it comes to B6, too much can take away the very balance and vitality you're working to protect. Knowledge is power. And the more you know, the better you can care for yourself with purpose, with clarity, and with confidence. You deserve to feel steady, sharp, and strong. Let's help your body get there the right way. 5. The multivitamin trap when heart support becomes a heart risk. Walk into any pharmacy and you'll see the shelves filled with bright, bold labels. Heart support, senior vitality, 50+ essentials. They look promising. They sound reassuring. But what's inside those multivitamins isn't always what your heart needs. In fact, some of these so-called heart-healthy supplements are doing more harm than good. I've had patients come to me with strange symptoms: rapid heartbeat, high blood pressure, liver issues, and the one thing they all had in common was a daily multivitamin packed with hidden risks. Many of these products contain massive doses of nutrients far beyond what your body can safely use. Some have stimulants like green tea extract or ginseng, which can spike your heart rate. Others include excess niacin, which can stress your liver and drop your blood pressure too quickly. Even something as common as vitamin A in large amounts can become toxic over time. And the scariest part is that most people don't realize what they're taking. The ingredients are often hidden under vague names like proprietary blend, making it hard to know what's really going into your body. Your heart changes as you age. It becomes more sensitive. It responds differently to stress, to medication, and yes, to supplements. A product that might be fine in your 30s can be risky in your 70s. But most multivitamin companies don't make that clear. They market hope. They sell reassurance. But your health is too important to leave in the hands of a marketing team. You deserve transparency. You deserve to know what each pill is doing to your body. I'm not saying all multivitamins are bad. Some are carefully made. Some can be helpful. But only if they're matched to your personal health needs. Not your age bracket. Not a clever slogan on the box. Start by looking closely at what you're taking each day. Flip the bottle over. Look at the dosages. Look at the extra ingredients. Ask your doctor or pharmacist to review it with you. Don't rely on guesses or assumptions when it comes to your heart. And remember, more is not better. Just because a supplement has 20 ingredients doesn't mean it's 20 times more effective. In fact, it often means 20 chances for something to go wrong. What your heart really needs is simplicity. A few well-chosen nutrients, a lifestyle that supports healing, and a mindset that values quality over quantity. You don't need a drawer full of pills to feel strong. You need clarity. You need trust in what you're putting into your body. And you need to know that every choice you make is truly helping, not quietly harming. So next time you see a multivitamin that promises the world, pause. Ask who it's really made for. Is it protecting your heart? Or just playing to your fears? You've worked hard to get to this point in life. You've earned the right to make decisions with confidence. Let your supplements reflect that. Be curious. Be cautious. Be empowered. Because in the end, the most powerful thing you can give your heart isn't a pill. It's a choice rooted in knowledge, respect, and care. Let's keep choosing wisely. If these supplements carry such serious risks, you might be wondering why they're still so easy to buy. Why are they sitting on shelves in every store, marketed like they're essential for your heart, your energy, your future? The answer is simple, and it's troubling. The supplement industry doesn't know you. It doesn't know your history, your medication, or your age. It sells a message, not a solution. And for years, that message has been this: take more, feel better. But the truth is, your body is not generic. It's unique. What helps someone else might harm you, especially when you've lived through decades of change, stress, resilience, and growth. Many older adults feel overwhelmed. Between doctors, medications, advice from friends, and what they see online, it's easy to stop trusting your own instincts, to feel unsure, even when you're doing your best. That's not your fault. It's the result of a system that values sales over clarity. This isn't about blaming anyone. It's about waking up to a new mindset, one where you ask questions, not just follow directions, where you seek guidance, not guesses, and where you trust your ability to choose what's right for you. You are not difficult. You are discerning, and you deserve to know what's going into your body and why. Every pill, every habit, every step you take should support your life, not complicate it. There's power in that kind of thinking. It takes you from confusion to confidence, from feeling stuck to feeling informed. And that shift might be the most important supplement of all. Because once you see the truth, you can't unsee it. You begin to recognize what's helpful and what's noise. You stop asking if you're doing enough and start asking if what you're doing really serves you. You are not here to be anyone's customer. You're here to live, to thrive, and to do it on your terms. That begins with a choice, a mindset, not of fear, but of freedom. Let this be the moment you reclaim that. If you've made it this far, you already know more than most people do. You've seen how something as small as a daily pill can have a big impact on your heart and your health. And you've learned that not all supplements are as safe as they seem. But this isn't a reason to live in fear. It's a reason to live with intention. Your choices matter. And every step you take today can help your heart stay strong for the years ahead. So take a moment to reflect. Look at what's in your cabinet. Talk to your doctor. Ask the questions that keep you in control. Because the most powerful thing you can do is choose with clarity. If you've ever had a wake-up call like this, I'd love to hear your story in the comments. And if this video helped you, please like and subscribe so others can get the same truth you did. Let's stay informed, stay connected, and protect what matters most.